Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham College field hockey. It's a special day today. We have an early start to today's broadcast because it is Senior Day for four very well-deserving seniors who will play their final game here at Earlham College. It includes Saren Keskin, Caitlin Bruner, Christina Bruner, and, of course, one of the all-time greats that have come through Earlham College in field hockey. That is Megan Hutt, though Megan does have another year of eligibility, but she will be honored today as one of the four seniors to perhaps play their final game. Great to have you with us. It's expected to be a beautiful day today, and not a bad way to finish off this very much improved field hockey season. The Quakers come in at 6-12, 3-10 in the HCAC. They've won four of their games right here at Darrell Bean Stadium. They're 4-4 on the season here at home. Gives you a pretty good idea of how much improved this team is. And for head coach Heather Moore, she's put together a solid team this year. She's gotten scoring from several different avenues. We'll talk about that in just a few moments as well. But they're going to play a Wittenburg team who's playing well at this stage of the season. They're now 9-8, 7-6 in the North Coast Athletic Conference. They've won their last two. They could be a 500 team on the road if they win today, as they will perhaps see their record go to 4-4 in their last game. They beat Ohio Wesleyan by a final of 6-1. So emotions will run high today. We will have the ceremonies coming up in just a few moments for Senior Day. They'll, of course, give you a chance. You hear the public address announcer talk about the four seniors who will be playing their final game here at Darrell Bean Stadium. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us today. We'll come back in just a few moments. We'll have the tail of the tape coming up a little bit later. The starters coming up a little bit later as well. But those Senior Day activities coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Hey, we're back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. It is senior day, as we mentioned. Saren Keskin, Caitlin Bruner, Christina Bruner, and Megan Hutt all will be honored here this afternoon, and again playing their final game here for the Earlham Quakers. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us. And again, it's going to be a fun day, and it's always a tough day simply from the standpoint you lose 4 seniors. But you also know that those 4 seniors have helped build this program. And you may look at the overall record and say 6-12, but this has been a team and a program that has seen consistent improvement year after year. And hopefully it'll be able to build on that again after this season, as well as Heather Moore, and now finishing her 4th season as the head coach for the Quakers, and a chance to perhaps get out and recruit even more good players coming into the program for the years to come. Of course, when you think about losing a Megan Hutt, leads the team this year, 6 goals and 5 assists, 17 total points. It'll be tough to lose her, not only leadership, but her scoring ability, but then you lose a player like Caitlin Bruner, who offensively really came on in her senior season to help aid a little bit in that scoring department, along with Megan Hutt, and then, of course, Christina Bruner and what she does on the defensive side of things, and Saren Keskin coming off the bench for the team this year. All of it has been a huge, huge difference for this Earlham team this season. So, again, the Quakers looking to get their 5th win at home this year. That's probably been, and I don't know what the official record is, but it's probably been a long time since the Quakers have had 5 wins at home, at least over the last several years. We have been doing field hockey here as well. We will have the tail of the tape coming up in just a few moments. We'll put these two teams side by side, and when you look at the numbers, they're really not that different. There's going to be some difference in a couple of categories, but overall the Quakers really could play very even today, and a lot of it will depend on what they do defensively here this afternoon. And, of course, in the goalkeeping department, that's always really a huge, huge key, and Camille Vandevart has done an excellent job as a freshman coming in this year, and we'll talk more about her coming up a little bit later as well. Let's go ahead and go to the public address announcer for today's ceremonies.
The visiting Tigers of Wittenberg University against your Earlham College Quakers.
Let's go, Quakes!
Before we begin this contest this afternoon, the Earlham College field hockey team and Department of Athletics would like to recognize their senior class who are playing in their final home contest of their career.
Woohoo!
Senior class, please step forward. Our first senior is number 1, Saren Keskin.
Woo!
Saren is a senior forward from Bodrum, Turkey. She is a psychology and business and nonprofit management major.
Woo-hoo!
And has excelled in the classroom while at Earlham and has been named to the Division III NFHCA National Academic Team every year since she joined the field hockey team her sophomore season.
Go
she has also participated in Dance Alloy and was the co-convener of business manager for several clubs, including International Student Coalition, Eastern European Club, Psychology and Neuroscience clubs. Her future plans include gaining her master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Saren Keskin.
Let's go, Quakes!
The next senior is number 6, Christina Bruner. Christina has played both forward and midfield throughout her field hockey career. She is currently a religion major with minors in both English and Middle East Studies and has earned a place on the Dean's List. She has been a 3-year scholar athlete and a member of the NCAC National Academic Team. She is also involved with the Earlham Student Government, New Measures Acapella Group, Dance Alloy, Students for Peace and Justice in Palestine, Divestment and Sanctions. After graduation, Christina hopes to travel the world and earn a Watson Fellowship. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Bruner. Our next senior is number 7, Caitlin Bruner. Caitlin has started all 4 years during her time at Earlham. She has earned recognition on the NCAC All-Conference Honorable Mention list NFHCA Gladiator Scholarship of Distinction, National Academic Squad, NCAC Academic Honor Roll, and Academic All-Conference Award. She has also received the Lincoln and Barbara Blake Endowed Scholarship, which is awarded to a student who has shown initiative and demonstrated leadership skills. Caitlin is a studio art major with minors in both art history and European history. Her future plans include earning an MFA in painting. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Bruner.
Let's go!
And our last senior is number 11, Megan Hutt. Megan has also been a 4-year starter during her time at Earlham. She has earned a spot on the NCAC All-Conference second team 2 years in a row and was also named to the NFHCA first team All-Great Lakes region in 2015. She is double majoring in psychology and Spanish and Hispanic studies. She hopes to pursue a master's degree in sports psychology with the possibility of teaching and coaching in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Hutt.
Let's go, Craig! Let's go, ladies!
One more round of applause for the Earlham Field Hockey Class of 2016.
Let's go, Craig! Let's go, ladies!
And now for the starting lineups. First, let's meet the Tigers of Wittenburg. In goal, wearing 00, Sarah Brownell. Number 3, Michelle Murray. Number 4, Audrey Kohler. Number 5, Fleur Van Drager. Number 6, Riley Trexler. Number 10, Michaela Bowler. Number 13, Blaine Donnelly. Number 23, Vidya Cortina. Number 27, Maddie Gold. Number 28, Huck Van Liebergen. And number 29, Zara Tickner. Wittenberg is under direction of Kelly Hubble. She is assisted by Morgan Rosina. And now for your Quakers.
Let's go, ladies!
We're number 47, Camille Vanderbilt. Number 1, Seren Keskin. Number 2, Natalie Glass. Number 4, Tu Pham. Number 6, Christina Bruner. Number 7, Caitlin Bruner. Number 9, Sydney Barnes. Number 10, Isabella Grasso. Number 11, Megan Hutt. Number 14, Micah Turling. Number 18, Olivia Honigman.
All right!
Earlham is under direction of Heather Moore. She is assisted by Bailey Heinzen.
There are the starters, and again, the ceremonies for the seniors. We'll come back and get this one started in just a few moments. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life, I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hey, alumni! Wondering how you can stay connected to Earlham? The Alumni Office is here to make the connection last by organizing events in your area, representing alumni voices on campus, and helping you get connected to resources across our global community.
Well, we're back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium, a little bit longer, and a couple of extra national anthems for Megan Hutt and Saren Keskin here this afternoon, or it should say still this morning. A busy day today across the campus. The Earlham men's and women's soccer teams will be playing today, and also the volleyball team will be playing. They have two matches today as well. Let's go ahead and give these two teams a look side by side as we go with today's tale of the tape. As we mentioned, head-to-head, you look at the goals. Wittenburg coming in with 37, the Quakers with 23. 295 shots for Wittenburg, 210 for the Quakers. The shot percentage a little bit better for the Tigers here today, about 25% better. Shots on goal, again, those numbers in favor of Wittenburg. The shots per game, 18.4 and 11.7, and the penalty corners also in favor of Wittenburg, 163 to 114. So, if you look at those numbers right there, it would show you that Wittenburg, on paper, is the better team, but again, it is senior day, and it is also a day where the Quakers will at least try to win their seventh, and that would tie the best record they have had, at least from a win standpoint, in the team's history. So, I want to thank you again for joining us here today. And again, we mentioned a very nice day. We'll have temperatures into the 60s and maybe even lower 70s by the time we get done with this one here this afternoon. A very beautiful day on the 29th day of October. Tigers in their traveling whites and the black pants, and for the Quakers in their all maroon here today. So we're ready to get this one underway. Final game, and again, the seniors playing their final contest as well. By the way, Riley Trexler leading this Wittenburg team with 15 goals. The Quakers will have to keep an eye on her here today, and this one is underway as the Tigers will control it first, and again, they'll be attacking from left to right. They'll work it to the far sideline. Defensively for the Quakers, Keskin will be playing one of those forward spots for the Quakers, as the Tigers will dump it behind, look to attack to the near side. Courtney, the junior midfielder, bringing it to the near side. Quakers able to get a steal. And coming up with it, Isabella Grasso on the whistle and the foul called against the Quakers. In goal again today, Sarah Brano will go for the Tigers as that ball inside the strike circle, centered right in front of the keeper, and the Quakers try to force that one back out, and Megan Hutt gets a stick on it here to the near side. Unable to get it out of the strike circle, ball centered, knocked away. Vandervaart gets it again with a pad, and Quakers come away with a nice defensive stop. And looks like we have our first penalty corner, and the Tigers very aggressive here early, right in front of the goal, and Vandervaart, nice job getting a save a couple of times there. Tigers looking back. Let's see what they actually will call a play as they'll go from the hash mark to the left. And there's one area where the Quakers have had some troubles this year on the penalty corner. There's a shot from out high, knocked down. Good job by Honigman to knock that one away. And now the Quakers look to go on the counterattack up the right sideline. Ball will go out of bounds off the stick of Earlham's Christina Bruner. And the Tigers just outside the strike circle. Good defense for the Quakers, and another takeaway. This time it'll be Natalie Blatz, and Blatz has been a huge defensive presence for the Quakers this season. Ball near side. Michaela Bowler there for the Tigers goes out of play. Backside official saying that it was last touched by the Quakers, and so here the Tigers trying to go on the counterattack just past midfield, but Honigman coming from behind. And now Honigman with the dribble will look to the sideline, and Keskin has it go underneath her, sticking out of bounds. So again, the Tigers will regain the possession. Audrey Kohler there out of Cincinnati, able to pick up the loose ball as it stays at midfield and stolen away by Maddie Goals. I don't believe, in fact, it went off of an Earlham player on that far sideline as this one sails wide. And again, the ball would have to be touched inside that strike circle before it could be allowed as a goal. 3 minutes in this one here this morning, the Quakers back on the counterattack here to the near side. It'll be whistled against the Tigers. Quakers able to take over. Got to work that one here to the near side as you get a look at Isabella Grasso there for the Quakers. Here's Megan Hutt. Of course, Megan will draw a crowd here again today, and boy, that one sails all the way through everyone and all the way to the goalkeeper. Brownell there for the Tigers. Not a bad strike that time by Megan, just nobody there to get it for the Quakers. This is Kohler now to midfield. Good dribble into Earlham territory. Quakers peel back and they'll have to work back quickly defensively inside the circle. Nice takeaway for the Quakers. That was Turlings. Mida Turlings there for the Quakers, but again restolen for the Tigers, and the Tigers again try to work it into the strike circle, but Christina Bruner is there for the Quakers defensively to knock it away to the far sideline. As it goes out of play, the Tigers will put it in play from the spot where it went out, just inside that 20-yard line. This one left of the goal. Brownell, by the way, 1.94 goals against average coming into this one this afternoon. She has 49 saves. Camille Vandervaart, a 3.25 goals against average and 26 saves coming into today's action. Quakers have been balanced in the scoring this year. Megan Hutt, 6 goals, 5 assists. Caitlin Bruner, 5 goals and an assist. Isabella Grasso, 4 goals and an assist. And Mida Turlings, 4 goals and 3 assists. Ball just pinned right there as the Quakers get called for the foul. That went against 2-Fam. Ball past midfield once again into the striking area. Just to the right. Ball will be attempted on the centering pass in front of the goal once again, and Megan Hutt able to clear to the near side. Good job by Megan. And the one thing you want to do is clear to the right if you possibly can, or to the left. Don't clear it out front because there's just too much attack room at the top. Tigers again just outside the circle. Nice entering pass. Vandervaart kicks it with a right pad. That one shot and missed, and again, Quakers got to get it out of there, and this will go against the Tigers. Last one to get a stick on it was Riley Trexler, and Trexler 15 goals, and she parks herself right in front of that goal and is just hoping perhaps for a rebound and a putback. And the Quakers able to get it out of there, but a good job again by Vandevard using that right pad and able to kick it out of there twice. Quakers attempted to the near side. The one thing they want to do is get it to Caitlin Bruner. And we've talked about Bruner and how effective she is on the dribble up that left sideline. Able to get that ball into scoring position as the Quakers get the steal. Bruner just behind her on the pass. Let's see if that ball was tipped. It might have been tipped by a Tiger player. And the official says yes. So here is Megan Hutt looking for Bruner. And here's where Bruner excels. Bruner on the dribble. Bruner takes it inside the strike circle. Quakers get a chance right here. Bruner goes to the turf. Ball knocked away outside the circle to the near side. Tigers come back the other way. Here's Van Liebenberg as this one will come to the near side, back to the middle. Tigers back on the attack the other way. Quakers have to peel back quickly inside the strike circle. Not a clean catch that time for the Tigers. It was off the stick of Trexler, and then Trexler giving it up as Turling's there for the Quakers to knock out of the bounds on the far side. Lee Bergen was there for the Tigers as that one goes out of bounds, and again, that's Trexler once again. Trexler, by the way, a junior out of Louisville. Again, 15 goals. We'll keep an eye on her as the Quakers go back on offense. Giving it a look for the Quakers is Natalie Blatz. That ball will squeak through and all the way to the far sideline. Last touch by Michelle Murray. Murray, a senior out of Pittsburgh. Quakers, boy, what an opportunity they had just moments ago to get an early 1-0 lead. Caitlin Bruner able to dribble that ball like she has done so much this season, in fact, her entire career, but she's been really good at the dribble on the near sideline. Quakers back defensively. Here is Megan Hutt to the near sideline. Hutt on the dribble. There are two defenders, and one of those will get a steal. Liebergen there for the Tigers, able to come up with a steal, and now the Quakers come back with it, and that'll be whistled against Earlham. Quakers have to hustle back. Tigers quickly getting into play, and Christina Bruner there for the Quakers, and it's stolen away. Ball inside the strike circle. It is loose. We have a 50-50 ball here to the near side as it comes to the sideline. Overrunning that ball that time was Grosso, back inside the circle, and it goes out of play. So again, the Tigers will have possession here to the, very close to the near side, just between the two X's at the 25-yard line. Ball loose inside the circle, and that'll go back over to the Quakers. Scoreless here in the first half, 26 minutes, just over 26 minutes remaining. Senior day for the four seniors, hoping to walk out of here with a win and pick up their 7th win of the season. Tigers back in to the strike circle. That one is going to be knocked out. Good defense for the Quakers. It was, I think that was Natalie Blatz again back on defense who got a piece of it right when the ball got inside the circle. So good job by Blatz again on defense. Quakers near side, losing track of that one. That'll go over to the Tigers. I'm not sure that it looked like maybe Sydney Barnes got turned around and lost sight of the ball. That ball going to be centered. Quakers able to keep it in front of them, and we've got a penalty corner. This will be number 2 again here this afternoon for Wittenberg.
That seems more likely than not.
Wittenberg worked it off the hash mark to the left, and again, generally what you'll try to do is get it to your best player first and let her work it. As you see the ball put in play, and they'll work it off the left side and then to the middle. Ball tipped, still inside the circle. Get it out of there, ladies. There you go, and that'll go against the Tigers. Good job again stopping the second penalty corner.
Go Quake, go Quake.
Natalie Blatz was there on the backside defensively and right in front of Vandevard. And ouch, that one hits off the leg of Megan Hutt. And the Quakers unable to clear it out of their zone. So the Tigers once again will take over.
Go Quake.
There's Megan with the steal, the senior. on the dribble to the near sideline, able to keep it in bounds, and every time she gets the ball, there's a double team there. Here is Caitlin Brunner now to the near side. Brunner tried to turn. It was knocked away, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Quakers. Ball into Wittenburg territory, but then quickly squirts back out to midfield, and here come the Tigers back on the counterattack. Tigers just inside the strike circle. That one behind the intended receiver, Von Drager. Again, the Tigers able to get it back inside the circle to the left. That one shot just a little bit wide to the left, and that looked like Maddie Goals there, the midfielder out of Worthington, Ohio. Unable to get that one as that one went wide to the left. And so, again, the Tigers unable to come up with the first goal of this one here this afternoon.
Keep it there.
Good crowd on hand to see this one, the final game of the 2017 season. Quakers, after the penalty called against Wittenberg, will go on the attack. Here's Megan Hutt at midfield. Megan on the dribble. Again, the ball has to hit the flat side of the stick, so she turns it over well. Megan gets by defender inside the strike circle. Grasso weaves at that one and misses as Grasso trying to get it back, and the Tigers come up with it. Boy, Grasso had a pretty good look and just simply whiffed on that ball that went by her stick. Nice steal there at midfield by Barnes, and the Quakers' Megan Hutt comes up with it. Here's Megan. Megan again, nice backhand on the dribble, goes by another defender. Megan gets on the circle, hits this one hard, knocked down, and then the backhand, does it get in? No. Nice diving save that time by Brannell, but a good effort for the Quakers. Boy, they nearly had Christina Brunner. Was that Caitlin? That might have been Caitlin Brunner on the rebound. Quakers will have it following that attack. And again, down to the final 22 minutes here in the first half. That one, a big strike at the top by Megan Hutt. She hit it well again. And Brownlow there to knock it away in the pad save. And the ball now to the right. Quakers take over. Here's Turlings. Turlings all the way to the end line. Turlings centering pass as it is fought for inside. And the official right on top of it. She's not going to blow it dead yet. Is that ball still alive? Can the Quakers squeak it out? No. Ball squirts out to the right side, past the strike circle. There is Keskin there for the Quakers, and that'll go against the Tigers. Earlham playing with a lot of energy here in this first half. Here's Hutt to the right, back down to Turlings. Turlings looks inside, ball tipped, and we got a penalty corner for the Quakers. That'll be their first of the afternoon. Well, that ball gets in there, and if you're not paying attention, of course, most of you that have ever watched ice hockey know this game is a little bit different, not as much physicality, but boy, that ball can certainly get loose, and if you're not paying attention as a goalkeeper, the opposing team can get one in there pretty quickly. And the Quakers had several maroon jerseys right around the top of the goalkeeper. So the penalty corner to the right. Quakers work it back to the left. Turlings on the shot. Didn't get a clean stick on that one. Stolen away there by Michelle Murray. And the Tigers have it to the near side, but they knock it out of bounds on the pass attempt. Quakers had good field position on the inbound here to the near side. Here's Turlings. Turlings trying to get it back into the middle, and that'll be whistled dead, and that goes against the Quakers. They will not let the Tigers get out on the fast break, though. After this one here today, we'll be packing up pretty quick and then heading to volleyball just up on campus. So we got to make a quick trip up there to get the Quakers volleyball team underway at 1 o'clock as they'll take on Manchester. Both the soccer teams taking on Manchester today as well. That will start at 1 o'clock. For the Quakers, Megan Hutt looking to the inside. That one tipped off the stick of Tufam inside the circle and knocked away, and we've got a penalty corner for the Quakers. This will be number 2. So each team now with 2 penalty corners. Last time these two teams got together, Ohio Wesleyan won that contest by a final of 3-1. Earlham this time will make a change to Pham. You see her moving off to the left, and the Quakers will enter this one on the hash mark to the right. Here is Turlings looking inside to Megan. Hits that one, no, and that went high and off the shoulder. Touched Christina Brunner on the shoulder, but a good operation that time for the Quakers. Trying to work it from right to left instead of left to right. Tigers take over. Ball worked to the far sideline. Quakers get the steal. Earlham with Honigman. Double team, she'll spin. Ball is going to be blown dead. Quakers take over. Here's Megan Hutt. Hutt tried to go between two defenders. Ball tipped away. Maddie Goals there for the Tigers. And here comes Wittenberg. Tigers on the run at midfield, working it to the near sideline. Boy, just overrunning that play, and it may have cost the Tigers on the fast break. Lieberg in there for the Tigers. They're going to move him back a little bit, but I thought she overran that ball and did, and for whatever reason gave it back to the Tigers on the play. So now Wittenberg to the near side, looking to enter that ball into the circle, and that will be blown dead. Will stay here. Tigers will work it just outside the circle. You see the advancement on the near side, and then they'll dump it behind and work from there. That ball struck out top. Got to go inside the circle first. Does not as the Quakers. Good defense again as you look at Natalie Blatz, the sophomore out of Amherst, New York, able to knock that one down. And a nice steal for the Quakers. They'll go back on offense. Here's Megan Hutt. Megan between two defenders there. Megan on the dribble. Now to the near side. Good reversal with a stick. Again, two defenders trying to take it away. As it comes to the near side again, here's Grasso. Grasso goes by one Tiger player. Fires that one back to the middle, intended for Caitlin Brunner. And the ball comes back out to midfield. Quakers there, though, to regain possession. 17 minutes remaining here in the first half, and again, no score. Blatz will quickly take over and lead the break the other way. Pham unable to keep it on her stick, and the ball breaks loose to the near side. Liebergen once again there for the Tigers, looking ahead as that pass, and a good pass it was. Here is Kohler. Kohler to the near side, looks to center that ball, but knocked away, and we have a penalty corner. But good defense again for the Quakers and Natalie Blatz. We've called her name several times so far here in the first half. Third penalty corner now for the Tigers. Michelle Murray will work it off that hash mark to the left. Quakers, I'm not sure who they're going to use as the flyer here. Looks like Honigman might be the one coming out. It will be Honigman at the top. Ball inside the circle, struck well, and off to the left and goes out of play, and it looks like it'll stay here. Last touched by the Quakers. At least that is what the official on the near side was calling that, so they place it at the X right there at the 25-yard line. Megan Hutt there for the Quakers to knock it away. Von Drager there for the Tigers. Tigers again just inside the circle. That one knocked away. Good job again. Back on defense for the Quakers. Natalie Blatz. This one sails wide to the right and will go past the end line, but the Tigers able to keep it in possession. Earlham again, we mentioned they play well at home, and they have done so far here in the first half. Able to stop any attack so far. That one lifted high in the circle, and we've got a penalty corner again for Wittenberg. This will be number 4 now for the Tigers. Huge advantage. Anytime that you get the penalty corner, you have a huge advantage. The other defenders or the other players, which would be 6 of the Quakers, have to drop all the way back to the 50-yard line. And you see where the Tigers, if they can work it quickly here, can have a huge advantage. Ball top of the circle, back in, whiffing on that shot. Here's one hit hard, and that one goes in. So it looked like it may have been Maddie Goals on the goal, giving the Tigers the early lead in this one. So it was 27 on the goal. That's Maddie Goals.
Your turn. Let's go.
And they say 23 on the assist. Courtney. So the Tigers off a penalty corner get the score and lead this one 1-0. And that's one area we talked about in the pregame where the Quakers have had some difficulty this season, is off those penalty corners and stopping the opposing team. So now the Quakers will have to play from behind here today. Keskin looking back to the middle. Pham there for the Quakers. Pham on the dribble, and they'll blow that one dead against the Tigers. Von Drager there for the Tigers out of the Netherlands. In fact, we have a great contingent of Netherlands players here today. Here is Caitlin Bruner, and the high shot knocked down. And looks like we will have a penalty corner now for the Quakers, and we will. This is number 3. Boy, Caitlin had that ball bounce a little bit high. If it stays low, I think she has a pretty good shot at getting a goal here this afternoon. Quakers will work it on the hash mark to the left. Here's a nice shot by Turlings as it ricochets to the left. Quakers trying to run it down now to the near sideline, and eventually it'll be Grasso. Grasso looking back to the middle. Centering ball off the stick, though, of Von Drager. And again, the Quakers take over. Here is Megan Hutt. Hutt inside the circle, winds up, fires wide to the left, and boy, that one sailed high, and Bruner was there, but that one went a little bit too high, but a great shot again by Megan Hutt.
Keep them there, EC. Keep them down there. Come on.
Boy, Megan's hitting the ball well today. She's gotten a couple of pretty good looks so far. Grasso with the steal. Grasso working up the sideline will get it inside the circle. Can she center the ball right here? Grasso overruns it. And what do we have? We've got a whistle, and that'll be played dead. It'll go against the Quakers. And so, again, the Tigers able to regain possession. I think Grasso did a pretty good job getting it inside the circle. Once she got it down to the end line, ended up overrunning the ball. Here come the Quakers again. Grasso to the left, but good defense for the Tigers, able to come up with a steal. Lieberg in there for the Tigers will center that ball, and here comes the attack. Tigers in the zone, now inside the circle, winding up, firing and missing that one as she got on top of it on the shot. As that one hit hard, but again, it looked like she may have topped it. I'm trying to see which player it was who topped that shot. Might have been number 30. That was a Paige Scharfenberger, who has come in, a junior out of Louisville. Tigers again get the steal inside the strike circle. That one backhanded, nothing there, and Megan Hutt able to clear to the far side, and this will give the Quaker defense a chance now to regroup, as we've now made it under the 11-minute mark here in the first half. That ball inside the circle, chance here for the Tigers. Not a strong hit, but boy, that one just to the right. And that was awful close. Scharfenberger was there, and that ball wasn't outside that goal by more than 6 inches to the right. Tigers again, they're trying to make this a 2-0 lead before we head to halftime. Ball inside the circle. Quakers need to get a stop right here. Ouch, and that one's going to hurt. Quakers have a player go down. And that's going to be, in fact, you lose Sydney Barnes, one of your better defenders, and she got hit not by the ball but by the stick. I've often wondered why more players will have a penalty corner. This will be number 5. Why more players don't try to wear a little more padding, but she took a hard shot with a stick off that shot. And again, the Tigers will work it off the hash mark to the left. Ball under the stick that time of Courtya. Tigers get it inside the strike zone, and do we have another one? We have another penalty corner. Number 6. By the way, Wittenberg 7-6 in the conference, looking to qualify for a playoff spot. They're just ahead of Worcester at 6-7. Here's a shot from the top. That one hits the leg of a Wittenberg player inside. That was Blaine Donnelly. And so back to the Quakers again with 9 minutes remaining. We mentioned the NCAC standings. DePauw's 11-1, Denison 10-3, Kenyon is at 10-3, Wittenberg 7-6, Worcester at 6-7, the Quakers and Ohio Wesleyan both at 3-10. Here come the Tigers again inside the circle, knocked away. Good defense again for the Quakers. But it looks like we'll have another penalty corner right here. Boy, that's tough. 7 penalty corners here in the first half. Tigers will now work this one from the near hash mark. Rounding out the standings, Oberlin finally got a win. They beat Ohio Wesleyan, so they are now 1-12. And again, that rounds out the standings in the NCAC. Off of the penalty corner, the ball centered inside, and that one knocked away twice. Another shot just wide to the right. And the Tigers almost got another one as Van Drager was there.
Go, Quake, go! Go, Quake!
Quakers trying to clear it out of there as fast as they can, as Earlham not wanting to give up a second goal here in the first half. Stolen away. Tigers back on the attack in the Earlham zone. That one now inside the circle and knocked away. And the Quakers will get it back. And right now, Ohio Wesleyan putting on a flurry on offense here in the first half. We mentioned DePauw. How about that team? They've now won 9 in a row. They're playing about as well as you can expect at this point in the season. Other matchups going on today. Of course, the key matchup, Kenyon and Denison going at both teams at 10-3, trying to get that number 2 spot in the NCAC. Worcester's at Oberlin, and DePauw is at Ohio Wesleyan. So you think that, I would imagine DePauw should have a pretty easy time with Ohio Wesleyan this afternoon. Here 1-0. Here's Megan Hutt. Megan trying to set up for the backhand. Didn't have a good position. Works it inside, and the ball loose down in the end line. Finally knocked away as Brownell there for the Tigers. Going to the turf and able to knock that one away. And the Quakers, that little bit of a delay that time by Megan may have cost her, as she thought about going with the backhand, then changed her mind and worked it around to the forehand, and by the time she recovered, the defense recovered as well. Megan again with a steal. Megan looking to the middle. Here's Tu Pham. Boy, several jerseys around here. Not very good spacing this time for the Quakers. Pham trying to guard away the defender with her body, which is generally not allowed in field hockey. Here's Honigman. Honigman now. Once again to the near side. Can she get the attack going? A whistle and no. That one going against the Quakers. Here come the Tigers. Nice steal on the backside for the Quakers. But they give it away as Sydney Barnes unable to do anything with it. Will come to the near side, and the Tigers unable to go on the attack. Just over the 5-minute mark here in the first half of play. Here is Christina Bruner. That's going to be Caitlin Bruner inside the circle as Caitlin unable to keep the attack going. But again, Barnes able to come up with a steal on the backside of that defense. Once again, the Tigers trying to reverse and go on the counterattack to the far sideline. Christina Bruner there got a stick on it, able to steal that one away. Ball going back and forth here as the ball stays in Tiger territory.
Get it back. Keep him down there.
Ball will be worked now to the far side at midfield. What can the Quakers do right here as The ball gets past midfield. That is Honigman.
Go.
Ball inside the circle. Here's Megan Hutt. Megan all the way to the end line, and they'll whistle that one dead. Tigers will bring it back above the Quaker strike circle and try to fire that one to the far side. Ball will be worked down to the end line. Reversing that will be Kohler, looking inside and knocked away by Vandermark once again.
Go, Quake. Come on now. Stay up. Quake, stay up.
At some point, I want to mention that Megan Hutt's parents are here from the Netherlands to watch Megan play perhaps her final game as a Quaker here today. And speaking of Megan, looking to send that ball to the far side.
Good job.
Ball taken away there by Murray. You'll see, in fact, the camera pans back. You can see him on the far sideline. There they are. They're standing up right there in the middle on the bleachers with the banner that says Go Quake. So those of you that may be watching in the Netherlands can see Megan's parents. Get a hold of our camera person. Maybe we get a close-up of that. That ball, by the way, goes wide as the shot hit way outside.
Go, Quake. Let's go.
Running out of possession time here in the first half, down to the final 3 minutes. Quakers down in this one, 1-0. There you see Megan's parents right there. I think they made the trip all the way to the far side just to get the banner out there and show they're here. Had a chance to meet both of them before the contest started today. And, of course, Megan, what a hard worker she has been, and trying to help turn this program around. We understand she does have another year of eligibility if she decides to play, but that'll certainly be up to her whether she wants to put in another year here at Earlham. Boy, it'd be a big lift for Heather Morris. She came back for another season. Nice steal there by Natalie Blatz. Here again, Caitlin Brunner. Brunner had it taken away. Boy, nice defense by the Tigers. That was Michaela Bowler there for the Tigers on the steal. And that'll be whistled against the Tigers as Isabella Wagner coming in. She's out of Hilliard, Ohio. Wagner playing at that midfield position for the Quakers. Now here's Christina Brunner. Brunner looking back inside to Keskin. And we're down to our last minute 40 here in the first half of play.
Keep up, step. Good job. Let's go, Quake. Push it through.
Hutt once again makes the turn, unable to keep possession. Maddie goals there for the Tigers. Well, this may be the last chance now for the Quakers to get something on offense here in the first half as Megan looks to center that ball inside. That'll be knocked away by Murray. He was standing right in front of Brownell, the goalkeeper. And the Tigers will take over. Coming up on a minute remaining in the first half. This is an area right now where the Quakers do not want to give up another goal here before the end of the first half. Just keep it 1-0 heading into halftime. Tigers into the Earlham zone as that one inside the strike circle, and that one knocked down by Vandervaart on a high shot. Scharpenberger, I believe, was the one who had the shot, and boy, it was a good one, and Vandervaart did a nice job with a glove save with the left hand. Back inside the circle, Vandervaart now with the left pad, knocking it away. Final seconds here in the first half. Tigers trying to get one more. Quakers need to clear it out of here if they can. That ball will go past the end line. And that's pretty much going to do it here for the first half as the Quakers will take over possession. Not enough time to do anything with it right here as we're down to the final few seconds here in the first half. And it's been a pretty good one and a very evenly matched contest so far here this afternoon. And that will do it. We have made it to halftime. And the Quakers and the Tigers, 1-0. Wittenberg on top. We'll come back if we get some halftime numbers in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers, you know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium at Earlham College as we're at halftime here. The first half numbers. First off, shots by period, Wittenberg with 12, the Quakers with 9. 7 penalty corners for Wittenberg, the Quakers with 3. And saves in the first half, Wittenberg with 7 and Earlham with 5. For the Tigers this afternoon, they were led in shots. In fact, several different players had 2. Von Drager ended up with 2, Courtney with 2, Goals with 2, and Scharfenberger with 2. For the Quakers, Megan Hutt with 5 shots in the first half, and 3 of those shots on goal as well. And Mitch Blankensport is with us here at halftime, and we have a busy day today, but a nice day for the Quakers and the seniors that are playing here this afternoon as well.
Yeah, Troy, definitely pretty nice to see. We played you were at commercial for YouTube reasons, but we played the Turkish national anthem to honor Seren Kezgin and the Dutch national anthem, my homeland being Dutch, to honor Megan Hutt, as well as the United States national anthem. Of course, I'd like to take this moment to thank you at Radio Troy for all you guys do. Your wife Suzanne behind the scenes as we I know it's not the end of the fall season, but but for four sports today, field hockey, volleyball, men's soccer, women's soccer, will mark the end of their season. I know it's a very busy time, and myself being in sports information here and sports marketing communications and the athletics department, really thank you and Radio Troy for all you do. So appreciate that very much.
Yeah, appreciate that very much too. Well, you're not done today for sure.
You're not either.
Yeah, I'm not either. 2 soccers and 2 volleyballs to go.
Yep. So it's other than this game, this is kind of Manchester Day. We're playing Manchester in men's soccer, women's soccer, and volleyball, along with boys college at 5 p.m. And the football team on the road will be playing Manchester as well.
Wow.
Matchup of 2 teams looking for their first wins of the year. So should be hopefully a pretty competitive game. Then the football team sort of going through the rest of the fall schedule. After today, as I said, 4 sports will end. Women's golf is already done. Women's tennis is already done. Cross country is competing at the HCAC championships, starting the women's race probably in about 5 minutes here at 11:45. And then the men at 11:45, women at 12:45. That's at Hanover College. So after this Saturday, we have 2 football games left. You'll have the game for Senior Day, November 5 against Bluffton, who's only got 1 conference loss, against Franklin College, and actually outgained the Grizzlies by like 150 yards on the road. Lost by 5. I think it's 6 turnovers. So that should be really good. And then the football team the next week, it should be November 12, will be at Rose-Hulman in the battle for the Border Broadsword, and then cross country will be at Hope College for regionals, and that rounds out our fall sports here at Earlham. I know it's a very busy time. We have 18 sports this year, 20 next year, but of the 18 this year, 9 of them compete in the fall. So for you and I, as far as broadcasts for you and things to prepare, programs and stats and stuff for me, half our job's done in one season. It feels pretty good, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Wow. It's been busy, though.
That's right.
Yeah,
Thank you, Troy. Appreciate it very much.
Mitch. Appreciate it as always. And again, check out the Earlham website, goearlham.com, for all the latest information on Earlham athletics. We will take a quick time out. We'll come back with the second half in just moments. Quakers down in this one 1-0. This is Earlham field hockey right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. Again, great to have you with us as we get set for the second half. Quakers down in this one 1-0. By the way, we thought we'd give a shout-out right there to Megan Hutt's parents who are sitting across on the other side. They came from the Netherlands to see Megan play what could be her final game in a Quaker uniform. We mentioned she still has a year of eligibility left, so we'll have to wait and see if she decides to go ahead and play next season. But her right now mind is on this second half. Boy, Megan, 5 shots, 3 shots on goal in that first half. Vandervaart played well, 4 saves. Brownell 6 saves. Those 6 saves giving you a pretty good idea that the Quakers were getting some shots on goal here in the first half. So now we will switch ends. Quakers will have the face-off first to begin the second half. And when we're done here, we will dash out of here pretty quick. We have to go get set up. Tear down, go get set up for volleyball. That'll get started at 1 o'clock.
What's up, man? You looking good? And I hear you have a good coach.
We have soccer at 1 and 3:30. And then volleyball again tonight at 5. So we still have a long day ahead of us here on this busy Saturday. We're still awaiting. One of the players had to tape up a stick or something. So here we go in the second half. Quakers 35 minutes away from trying to win this one here today as the Tigers open up quickly on the attack here in the second half. Ball inside the circle. The centering pass knocked down. Good job again defensively by Sydney Barnes. And the ball outside the strike circle. Barnes trying to clear it out of there. Cannot do so. And we've got a whistle. And that will go against the Tigers.
Let's go, Quay.
Mentioned Wittenburg leading in about every category in that first half, but certainly maybe the one big one was the penalty corner in which the Tigers scored on, and that's one area that might be really kind of Achilles' heel. The Quakers unable to stop that man advantage for the Tigers in that first half. Of course, now the wind's starting to kick up here this afternoon. That'll benefit the Quakers. The wind will be going behind them in the second half, which from a conditioning standpoint, you think it's not a big deal, but until you start running into the wind for 35 minutes, it becomes a big deal. Tigers inside the circle, and that'll go wide to the left. The pass intended for Blaine Donnelly. Quakers are keeping Riley Trexler in check here this afternoon. We mentioned Trexler, the team's leading scorer. That ball sails all the way to the other end and eventually goes out of play on the near side. Again, every once in a while you hear the wind begin to kick up. Wind was very calm. In fact, there was virtually no wind when we started the day, but now things have changed. That'll make a big difference when it comes to soccer this afternoon, too. That wind blowing out of the west, always causing some problems at Matlack Field. Tigers trying to advance that ball on the pass. They get it into the Earlham zone and now into the strike circle, and Vandervaart knocks that one down off this shot by Audrey Kohler. Goes out of bounds on the far side. Kohler got a pretty good look, but Vandervaart the pad save as that ball will go out of bounds. course, every once in a while you see some leaves come out from the trees on the west side coming out on the playing field. Won't it certainly bother too much from a standpoint unless maybe there's a clump of those leaves that could maybe hinder or change the direction of a ball. I don't see that happening too much. Most of those leaves have blown at least to the far side. Ball goes out of play.
Yep, let's go, Quay. Go,
Earlham now on the counterattack. Here is Megan Hunt. Megan with the one-hand dribble now brings it back. Stops and turns, and Bowler is there to knock it away, and Megan unable to keep the attack going, so the Tigers will have the possession. Nothing second half, and both teams starting a little bit slow here to begin this second half of play. Quakers will have it. That is Megan. Kind of hits that like a golf shot. Unable to get it to a teammate and eventually taken away. It looks like that might be Zara Tickner. Actually, Tickner, excuse me, out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And here come the Tigers once again. Good look at Audrey Kohler. Kohler working it back to the middle. Nice job dribbling and then set up the shot, and that'll be knocked down. Kohler again. It was off the shot of Von Drager. Boy, Von Drager had a pretty good look, and how about the play today of Camille Vandevart outside the penalty corner? She has played well, stopping everything that has come her way. Now the Quakers look to go back on the counterattack as they are unable to get it past the 25-yard line, and then a violation called against the Quakers. Kohler there right of the strike circle, decides to dump it to the right. Now the Tigers inside the circle, look back to the middle. Ball knocked down, and the Quakers, that's Honigman able to take it away. Nice job defensively as Trexler was there. Here come the Tigers again after the steal. The centering pass goes wide to the left. Tigers will keep it outside the strike circle. It goes in, and is that a goal? Let's wait and see. I don't think it is. It did not touch anyone. It was hit outside the strike circle and did not hit anyone inside the circle. I think they'll wave this one off. I'm pretty sure it didn't hit anyone. The two officials getting together right there. So again, no goal. So that's a good call right there to let that one go on by. So now the clock will start to tick away as we're underway again. Again, that ball has to hit someone inside the strike circle before it can be counted as a goal. In other words, you can't hit it from one end to the other end, have it go in like an empty netter in ice hockey and have it count as a goal. It has to touch someone's stick before it can be counted. So we stay at 1-0. That ball goes out of bounds. It will stay Tiger ball. That would have been a big goal for the Tigers if it were to count. Now inside the circle, here is their leading scorer, Trexler, but unable to do anything with it. Trexler again being held in check here this afternoon. That ball goes out of play as Natalie Blatz has it go off her stick, but it was last touched by the Tigers. And again, the Quakers trying to advance it. Here's two Pham into the Tiger zone. Ball played back and forth, and once again, the Tigers able to take it away. Here come the Tigers. Here's Kohler. Kohler inside the circle. Vandevart comes out, knocks it away. Kohler tries to take a shot from there. Trexler again for the Tigers, and the Quakers clear it. Tigers will keep it right there. That one will ricochet. In fact, went off two different players, and it goes out of play. The first one to touch it was Trexler, and then Donnelly, the second one to touch it. Neither one able to get a clean stick and a reflection, or I should say a deflection into the goal, as now the Tigers take it on that X mark to the near side. Tigers try to get it back inside. They will get Megan on the violation. So now the Tigers will put it in play. Von Drager out front. Ball inside right in front of Vandervaart. Knocked away by Natalie Blatz here to the near side as they battle for the loose ball down on the end line. That is going to be Christina Bruner there for the Quakers, unable to clear it out of there. And that will go against Earlham, so the Tigers will take over. I think that ball ended up hitting the Tiger player on the ankle, so they'll make them bring it out to the 25-yard line. Or will they? Now they're going to bring it back. They started to put it out at the 25, and now they'll put it back to where the original violation was. Well, now they're going to say it's going to be Quaker ball. So we ended up going about 30 seconds with nothing. Out of bounds. Here's Murray. Tigers trying to make it a 2-0 game as Kohler inside. Battle for the loose ball won by the Quakers. Natalie Blatz there again for the Quakers. Defensively, but again, Earlham stopped on their counterattack. And 2 balls in play there for a moment.
Good job.
Tigers again trying to keep the pressure on that Earlham defense. And that too will go against Earlham, so they'll stop play. Von Drager out front. Quakers now Megan Hutt. Megan with the takeaway, hesitates, and finally clears it out of there. Here come the Quakers on the counterattack.
Look out. Yep.
Christina, I should say Caitlin Bruner there for the Quakers. Violation called against the Tigers. Here's Megan. Megan winding up, went low on the shot. That one will go wide to the left. It did end up hitting a player inside the strike circle. Problem was,
Come on, Quake.
he just went too far to the left, so the Quakers unable to do anything with it offensively. As you see the clock coming up on the 25-minute mark. Here in the second half, change here for the Quakers. We will see now Evans come in. Bronwyn Evans in the lineup for the first time, penalty corner. This will be number 8 now for Wittenberg. So Evans, a sophomore, in the lineup for the first time. I didn't really see her in the first half. Evans, a forward midfielder. The Tigers waiting. In fact, they started. You saw the change there. They were about ready to move to the hash mark to the right, so they decided to stay to the left. Quakers again giving up the 1 goal today on a penalty corner. Tigers work it to the top. And coming out for the Quakers, the Flyer Honigman. Nice job to stop that attack. And the ball goes out of bounds on the far side, but at least the Quakers will not be up against the wall when you talk about the penalty corner. You're down so many, and it's such a great opportunity to score, and the Quakers survive that penalty corner. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side, last touched by Caitlin Bruner.
Go, Quake, go!
Quakers able to get the steal. Here's to Pham, and Pham a little bit hesitant on the dribble, trying to find someone, and that someone is Megan Hutt. Megan looking for the pass to her left, intended there for Caitlin Bruner, and now the ball played at midfield as the Tigers able to come up with a steal. Maddie Goals there on the takeaway. Good look here at Kohler. Kohler looking back inside, tried to strike. Natalie Blatz with the takeaway, and Blatz there for the Quakers trying to lead the break. Evans was ahead of the field, but Evans waiting too long, and Blatz was trying to get her to move down the field a little bit further and space it out, but Evans stayed too close. That allowed the defense to retreat in time, and the Tigers able to come up with a loose ball. That'll be against the Quakers. Tigers coming back the other way. That ball went high on Traxler. Traxler again looking ahead. Now back to the middle. Megan Hutt gets the steal. Here come the Quakers. Evans near side. And again, the ball whistled dead. That goes against Courtney. Tigers able to get the steal. Quakers again try to get it back to the middle. Evans was on the near side, but they decided to attack to the middle. Quakers two-fan gets the steal there. And here is Caitlin Bruner. Bruner winding up, firing. That one to the middle. Two-fan is there. Two-fan in front. And can the Quakers get anything? No, it's taken away. Tigers get away from it. Here's Van Drager all the way to the other end. 50-50 ball now available. And will it stay in play? No, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay, though, Quaker ball. Well, the Tigers, you got to feel good right there. If you're the Tigers, you're able to clear it out of there and able to send it all the way to the other end of the field. And so the Quakers have it inside the circle. Here we go again. Here's Caitlin Bruner. Bruner, the goalkeeper coming out, and Bruner goes down, and they will stop the clock right here. As Bruner went to the turf, and the goalkeeper, Brattle, coming out, sliding. And Bruner is apparently hurt with that tackle, you might say, by Brattle. We will take a quick timeout as well. 22, just over 22 minutes remaining here in the second half. Quakers trail this one 1-0.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and Business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Well, you saw right there that the Quakers may be losing Caitlin Bruner, at least for the moment, as we'll see Grace McCool come in. We have a penalty shot right here, and that'll be knocked down as the Quakers unable to get the penalty shot by Christina Bruner. And so you lose Caitlin Bruner, at least for the moment, and then you don't get the penalty shot as they brought in Josephine Vandenberg to stop the penalty shot, and then we'll see Brattle come back in. So the Quakers unable to take advantage right there of the penalty shot to tie this one at 1 apiece, and hopefully we'll see the senior Caitlin Bruner come back in. They have her down on the bench, and will be working on getting her back in the lineup as soon as they possibly can, because the Quakers will need her the rest of the way. Ball inside the circle, and Vandevart able to knock it away again. The backhand attempt coming in was Trexler from the right. Then down on the end line was Blaine Donnelly, hoping to get maybe a rebound shot. Coming into the lineup now will be Joan Matthews, a freshman out of Louisville. Matthews will be on defense now for the Tigers. In the circle, here's a good look. Look out, and that one may have hit off the head of a Quaker player, and that was Sydney Barnes. So now the Quakers getting beat up here in the second half. We have now seen Caitlin Bruner go down, and Barnes takes that one off the forehead. Barnes will stay in. Maybe just a glancing blow. Centering pass knocked away. It was intended for Kohler.
So unfortunate.
Ball goes squirting to the far side and went wide. And again, the Tigers regain possession. Coming up on the 20-minute mark. Ball back inside the strike circle, and we have a penalty corner. This is unofficially number 9 now for Wittenberg. And the Tigers will work it off the left hash mark. That's Michelle Murray. Well, now she's going to change over to the right side. So penalty corner right side here for the Tigers. They're going to work it short. Ball intended back once again inside for Murray. Another penalty corner. I guess that's what you would consider almost a give and go. They try to get it out, bring it back to Murray, and let Murray center it. That way the defense will advance out even further and perhaps some space. Let's see if they'll do it again. Not a good possession that time by the Tigers. That ball lifted a little bit high, and Maddie Goals unable to bring it back down, so the penalty corner for Knott. 10 penalty corners unofficially now for Wittenberg, 3 for the Quakers. And then Earlham committing the violation. They'll give it right back. Tigers wasting no time. Vandevart able to get a pad save again as she came out wide of the goal to the right. And it eventually went out of play.
That's what we were just talking about.
Who's putting this in play? That's going to be Van Leebergen. Tigers again just outside the strike circle, had it on the stick of Von Drager, and eventually goes back to the Quakers. Earlham really hasn't done much here in the second half from an attack standpoint. They've had a few, but certainly not as many as they've had in the first half. Ball will go to bounds on the far side. This contest reminds me a little bit of that Kenyon win the Quakers had back on September the 24th. Well, they won that one by a final of 2-1. Played very well that day, and certainly defensively was perhaps the best day that they have had. Megan trying to get a little head start, and they'll bring her back and do it again. Megan, one thing about Megan, she's very good at doing that. She wants to get out on the fast break as quickly as possible. Turling's unable to handle the pass. Here's Murray, and they get Turlings from behind on the foul. Quakers get it into the Tiger zone. Let's see if they can do something with it. Take that back, the Tigers into the Quaker zone. And that'll be whistle against the Tigers.
Come on, Quake, we need one.
Quakers have been shut out in 2 of their last 3 contests. They lost at Denison, they lost at Kenyon by finals of 1-0. In fact, that Denison matchup, you consider that's one of the top teams in the conference. Lost that one 1-0. Then they had to go to Kenyon, another one of the top teams. Lost that one 3-0, and then they were beaten by DePaul by final 3-1. So you past matchups, those games would have been 7-8-0 or more, but not this year's team. They've been, again, much improved defensively. Ball's going to be placed back out of the 25-yard line here for the Quakers. That is Turlings. Turlings will take it off the mark herself and try to get between a double team, and it didn't work. Here come the Tigers. They have the fast break going the other way. Nice pass here to the near side. Scharfenberger back in here for the Tigers. She's trying to work it back to the middle of the field. And there's Murray once again. Murray unable to keep it on her stick clean as 2 fam there for the Quakers. And again, the ball works to the far side, and we're back into the Quaker zone. Inside the strike circle. Can they get a good look? No. Von Drager was there, but again, the Quaker is able to take it away to the far side. McCool there for the Quakers, unable to keep it in bounds. Looks like Joan Matthews, we mentioned Matthews coming in the first half, back in for the Tigers here in the second half. As that ball stays in play, Tigers will center it, unable to get a shot. This time it is going to be shot out front, and that time you shot that second one. That might have been number 30 once again, which is Scharfenberger. And looks like we will have another penalty corner.
Seal, where are you going?
So this will be penalty corner number 11.
I know where you're going.
Tigers came in with 163 penalty corners. Here's a shot from wide off the upright to the right as that one hits the post, and another penalty corner here for the Tigers. Wow. Here's number 12. That one hits off the upright. Tigers narrowly missing that one, making this a possible 2-0 lead here in the second half. Tigers again, another penalty corner opportunity, lifted high, knocked down with the glove by Vandevart. Now a pad save with the right leg, and the Quakers able to clear it out. Good defense by the Quakers, and the one who cleared it out was Megan Hutt. But again, Earlham unable to advance it as the Tigers get the steal. Tigers will keep it here to the near side. Quakers down to their last 14 minutes in this one here now this afternoon. Tigers try to get it down on the end line to no avail, but they're going to keep it in the Quaker zone inside the circle. That one missed. Boy, Tilwood Van Leebergen had a pretty good look, but just whipped on the shot. Again, Earlham unable to get it out. Earlham's got to get it out of their own zone, get in his scoring position, and that one ricocheted and goes in. So Wittenberg gets the goal. And there's a timeout. 31 got the goal. Isabella Wagner, they'll say, gets the goal, the sophomore out of Hilliard, Ohio. So Wagner again the goal, and that makes it 2-0, and we've got a timeout. Quakers down in this one, 2-0 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad, several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Well, now the Quakers have an uphill battle here in the second half as they trail it 2-0. Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium. It'll be Quakers' ball as now they'll have to do something and really put on a good attack here for the remaining 14, or just say over 13 minutes to play in this one. But again, it was Isabella Wagner getting the goal. Tigers able to take it away at midfield as Earlham again down 2-0. Tigers back in the Earlham zone. There's Megan Hutt there for the Quakers, and boy, she played with so much energy in the first half. One must wonder if maybe she ran out of some energy here in the second half. Tigers work at top of the strike circle. Once they get it in, then they get a chance to score again. Backhand on the shot. That hits the leg of Turlings, and the Quakers have another player go down. And Turlings took this one off the leg. We still haven't seen the return yet of Caitlin Bruner, though she is up and off the bench for the Quakers. And another penalty corner here. This will be number 13 for the Tigers. They'll work it off the hash mark to the right. Back in again to Matthews down on the end, or I should say Murray on the end line, and the Quakers able to stop that penalty corner. So, Quakers back on offense. Now the question is, can they get this attack going like they did in the first half? Just haven't had those same opportunities. Apparently the Tigers have made the necessary adjustments to stop or slow down the Quakers here in the second half. Quakers unable to get it past midfield here in the last couple of minutes. Foul called, or that ball, yep, they're going to see that's against the Quakers. Murray inside the circle, and that hits off the leg of a Tiger player, Blaine Donnelly. By the way, they're doing this today without Traxler scoring. Their leading scorer coming in with 15 goals. Quakers unable to keep that attack going. See what the Tigers do. Here's Murray at midfield, advancing that ball a little bit too far. Tigers unable, in fact, they will keep the possession. Ball taken away as they will whistle that one dead. Christina Bruner tried to come up with the loose ball, and now we have to stop the clock here. And we've got a yellow card, I do believe, and that's going to be Scharfenberger on the yellow card. So Scharfenberger will have to go to the penalty box, and so the Quakers will have a man advantage here for a little bit, and that's against the Tigers. So a little bit of an advantage right here for the Quakers. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Quakers looking to the middle. Ball stolen by Bondrager. Whistle blows that one dead as the Quakers stopped again on an attack near midfield. Here is Murray. Murray looking back to the middle. There's Megan Hutt. Megan on the takeaway, and Megan now on the dribble, but again drawing a crowd. Megan able to keep possession. Good job by Hutt. And again, the Tigers giving chase. Megan trying to get the Quakers now into scoring position here in the second half. Inside the circle, and a whistle. And that play will be stopped as well as the Quakers commit a violation and unable to keep the attack going. Now the Tigers, as we've gotten under the 10-minute mark. Things getting very critical here for the Quakers, down 2-0 here in the second half. And Earlham trying to win their 7th overall, their 4th in the NCAC. Tigers again look back to the middle. That'll go wide to the left and eventually goes out of bounds.
Come on, ladies, let's go. Pressure.
Quakers on the counterattack.
That's it. Let's go.
Over the stick that time of Megan Hutt, right behind on the steal. The Tigers able to have the possession just momentarily as the Quakers come back with it. That's Isabella Grasso looking to the right side. And by the way, Caitlin Bruner is back in. There's Bruner right there in the mix. Here now in the second half. Ball near side is Bowler there for the Tigers.
Nice.
Quakers able to come back with it now to the near sideline. It goes out of play. near side again for Caitlin Bruner. And it's stolen away again by Von Drager. And here come the Quakers. Grasso didn't last long. Murray steals from behind, and that'll be whistled against the Quakers. Right now, if you're the Tigers, the game plan is use some clock right here, keep it in the Earlham zone, and not allow the Quakers to get any opportunities. And that's kind of been the case here in the second half. Quakers have just not had as many opportunities as they did in the first half. Quakers had 9 shots in that first half. That number has gone down considerably here in the second half. Inside the circle. Chance again for the Tigers, but Megan able to clear that one out. By the way, the Quakers still up a man in this second half. Murray enters that pass, and we've got another penalty corner here for the Tigers. This is number 14. Quakers, I'm not sure they've had a penalty corner here in the second half. Only 3 for the Quakers, 14 now for Wittenberg. Those numbers are very, very lopsided here in this one. So now the Tigers will work that on the hash mark to the left. Winding up, firing that one, knocking it down, and good job again by Vandervaart. And now if we were to put a critical stage on it, this is critical. Quakers need something, and they don't get anything on that one. Boy, you just got to get something going here pretty quick. Tigers working back inside as Isabella Wagner, who got one of those goals here today for the Tigers. And we have yet another penalty corner. They're starting to build up now. 15 unofficially now for Wittenberg. And again, valuable time coming off the clock here in this second half. Hash mark left, not a clean hit. Comes above the strike circle, then back in. Ball knocked away by Honigman. Quakers, they'll see if they can do something here. And again, nothing clean there for the Quakers, taken away. Tigers back inside the circle. That one is going to be knocked down as Vandervaart comes out. The shot attempt on the right side as Mackenzie Reed, a junior out of Cincinnati, has come into the lineup now for the Tigers. Ball goes out of bounds on the end line, and this may be the last chance here for Earlham. Ball at midfield, and now work to the near side. Back inside the circle. Vandervaart off the high shot, able to knock that one down, and it comes back to the near side. Here is Caitlin Brunner. And Murray able to tip that ball away and get a takeaway. Starting to kick up here in the second half. Quakers down to perhaps their final chance inside the circle. Here again is Megan Hunt looking to reverse it. Megan with the centering pass goes wide as the Quakers had Keskin there, but it went past her into the far side. Tigers able to get the steal. And we're down to our final 4 minutes of this one here this afternoon. Ball outside the strike circle. Once it enters, and it goes past the end line. Ball be placed to the outside. Quakers will have it go out of bounds, and boy, that one hurts too. out front looking to that middle side. And as I say middle side, I see inside. Basically, they've worked it to the inside, then to the outside here this afternoon. And now the Quakers back on the counterattack into the Tiger zone. Quakers have a player go down. That was Grasso, and she might have hurt her back. Quakers getting banged up here this afternoon. So now Earlham needs a score right here. Turlings, the backhand, knocked down. Nice save there by Brownell with the pad. Off the right leg. Quakers keep it in the zone. Murray fighting for the loose ball. Murray not very big, but boy, she can really play physical if she needs to. Here's Turlings again. And pass intended for her teammate, which was Megan Hutt to the right, and it went past her stick and out of play, and that's probably going to do it. There will not be enough opportunities when we talk about chances now from a time standpoint for the Quakers unless they get something very quick. Stolen away again by Murray. Again, we'll be out of here very quickly. We've got dash out of here, and we've got volleyball coming up at 1 o'clock, so we're going to have to work very quick to pack up and head to the exits here this afternoon as the Tigers will send this one into the Earlham zone, but it'll be taken away. Quakers still have an opportunity, though time beginning to be a factor now. Even more than it was moments ago, because a minute isn't a whole lot when it comes to field hockey. You just don't have enough time to get yourself into the attack position, and the Quakers, again, have the ball in their own zone. There's just not enough time remaining. Crowd here saw them give up a pretty good fight today, but they just will run out of time here this afternoon. Quakers inbound here to the near side. Megan looking to advance it. Murray, boy, she's been active all day long, able to get a stick and at least a piece of it as we're down to our final 40 seconds in this one here this afternoon at Darrell Bean Stadium. The Quakers on their senior day will not be able to get this one done here today. Ball back inside the circle. The backhand. Quakers able to clear. 25 seconds remaining. And this will go out of play to the near side. Tigers back in play, and all they have to do is run out the remainder of this one, and we will see this one come to an end here today. But a good effort by the Quakers. They will lose this by a final of 2-0. Quakers with the loss. As there you see it, Quakers will fall to 6-13. That's how they'll end their season. 3-11 in the NCAC. Wittenburg 10-8 overall, 8-6 in conference play, and that will do it. Your final score on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard: Wittenburg 2 and Earlham 0. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
See you. All right, good to meet you. I only got a couple more. Yeah, I did the retirement thing, so I'll give you a card.